This is the Iowa Weather Report for Saturday, January 18th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At noon today, we have some short waves coming through. We have a short wave moving off the East Coast, another moving through the state, and another moving through northern Canada around this big vortex over Hudson Bay. You can see one clipper off New England, another coming through the state today. Could bring us some accumulating snows over the eastern half of the state, upwards of a couple of inches possible, heaviest over the far northeastern and eastern counties. And then that moves away, and then here comes Sunday, and here comes the warm weather. Highs in the 30s and 40s across the state, plenty of sunshine, a lot of the snow will begin to melt. Unfortunately, you better enjoy it because then it gets cold again. Monday, we'll see temperatures into the 20s and 30s. Maybe a little bit of snow activity late in the day and into the evening hours. That could maybe bring an inch or so across the state. And then it's just going to be downright cold. Tuesday, highs may struggle in the single digits in the northeastern counties, teens to lower 20s elsewhere. Any precipitation will be off in the mid-Atlantic in the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys and around the Great Lakes with lake effect. That also is the case here on Wednesday. Some small clipper system could bring a little bit of light snow or flurry activity across the western and central Great Lakes as the cold air continues to dump in from the north. The lake effect snow continues even into Thursday. High pressure will be overhead, so Thursday morning could see temperatures well below zero, maybe 10, 15 below if this is to be right, and highs will struggle into the single digits. Friday we could see temperatures maybe a skosh warmer, maybe 7 to 8 degrees northeast to maybe 20 to 25 in the southwestern counties with mainly sunny skies. And then, of course, we go to a week from today, next Saturday, we have the big upper-level feature over James Bay, northern Quebec, northern Ontario. The flow's still coming out of the north. It's beginning to flatten in the western half of the country, but unfortunately, it's still coming out of the Yukon, out of the Arctic, and maybe a little bit of snow activity again here next weekend. Some big snows possible in the Great Lakes, the eastern and upper Ohio Valley. Going into the extended period, this is where the GFS gets a little strange. This is not a trough and a ridge like we've been seeing. This is a zonal flow coming out of the Pacific. What would this mean? This means temperatures would be much warmer. With the height levels, we could see highs in the 30s and 40s again. But this is totally 180 from what we saw yesterday and what we've seen for the last couple of days. And even here at the end of the forecast on Groundhog Day, which is also Super Bowl Sunday in New York City. We have a shortwave moving through the upper Midwest, and if this is to be right, and we're kind of not thinking this is not right, there could be a little bit of snow activity in Minnesota, and there could be some snow activity for the Super Bowl in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The satellite image from last evening, it shows some clouds and a little bit of activity around East Rutherford, New Jersey, but around here we have a system coming down from the north and northwest that's going to bring some snowfall around here later today. Watch warning map from last evening, some winter weather advisories from Illinois northwestward, another blizzard warning in northeastern South Dakota, and also some winter weather issues over New York and Pennsylvania, and fairly quiet elsewhere. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Wednesday evening. At 6 o'clock, you can see, well, it looks fairly benign, from nothing in the southern and southwestern counties to maybe upwards of a quarter of an inch of liquid equivalent over the north and east.